I'm gonna take this beast, man. I'm gonna have fun with this.
Sick, dude.
Thank you, brother.
Here we have
it's
one
not his
of the
bike?
worst nightmares. This biker shortly after buying completely crashed his bike.
Temonena.
He just bought the bike. No. No. You don't know. You just bought the bike and you don't know too much about it. Oh. Oh, it's on fire. I'd be concerned about my buddy. He seems to be doing okay. But that thing is done. It was just a little flash. Throw some dirt on it. You could throw some dirt on it. That's coolant. But that thing's that's totaled. Never mind, it's totaled. That's totaled. Yeah. And here's the thing: is that if you usually just buy it right now, you probably don't even have insurance on it yet. You got to get insurance on it as soon as you possibly can. Like before you even start taking it out. Get a quote. Okay, get a quote.
Okay, man. You okay?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. I don't know what happened there.
It's just
Lost traction. So he lost track. Oh, this is his view, right? Okay, so we're gonna go returning. We just lost traction. Way too much lean angle. Now here's the thing: on a brand new bike that is brand new to you, you don't know the dynamics of it. Don't push it like you could push your bike that you originally had, because you knew the dynamics, you knew the lean angles, you knew how far that bike can go. And you're pushing this bike as soon as you get it to this point. You don't know those dynamics, and you don't even know if the tires are even as good as the other ones. Exactly. Signed up for insurance before we even took it off the lot. Got to get insurance. Look at him.
yeah.
First time firefighter. Here, you got it. You got it. Pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. Good job. Use the PASS acronym for fire extinguishers. A little help there. So you pull that little red tab, and then actually you just pull the little, like a grenade clip. Okay, it should have a little red tab on it. So you pull, you aim, squeeze, sweep. Pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. There you go. Good job. PASS. That's a dry chem extinguisher. Good for ABC fires. B would be the fluids. There's his GoPro. And there's his puck.
Here you go.
It's a no bueno situation. Throw some dirt on it. All right, so just to go over just a little bit, we're not going to spend too much time on this one because it was pretty obvious of what kind of happened. It was a low side incident with a nice little crash. Before we start, in today's video, we're going to be talking about a lot of things that came out of the SMARTRIDER Basic Training ebook. Make sure you grab it. Link will be in the description for a discount. It's the cheapest it'll ever be, so make sure you grab it now. Here's the thing, though. He just bought this bike. And he's taking it out like he's been riding it forever. Now, you've been riding for a long time. You haven't been riding this bike for a long time. So you don't know the dynamics. You don't know the lean angles. You don't know if these are great tires. Okay? You could be doing a check, but how about we take it a little bit easier the first few dozen miles or so? And then we get a feel for it. We get a feel for the front brake. We get a feel for the friction zone. We get a feel for the rear brake. We get a feel for the shifting. We get a feel for the lean angle. We get a feel for the handlebar inputs. We get a feel for it. And then we can keep getting more and more and more riskier because our skill is getting better and better and better. Okay? So don't go crazy, because maybe this whole thing happened because he gave it a little bit too much front brake, because his front brakes on this bike right here is more powerful than the front brake on his other bike. But it's the same 20% he gave it, like he's used to the other bike. I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just trying to give you guys another thing to think about before you going crazy. All right? Don't go too crazy. because then you might destroy the brand new bike that you just got. So it was a low side incident. No bueno situation. All right? All right. I'm glad he's not hurt, though. That's the biggest thing. I'm just so glad he's not hurt. That's all I care about, guys.
Here you go.
Here we go. This bike
Here we go.
stared at a nice car and ended up right in the opposite lane.
Stared at. Oh no. Wasn't paying attention. White staged. White staged. He was staring at a car. Wasn't paying attention. Hey, it happens. It can happen because you just don't know how to, ride into, yellow stage over there. Relaxed, prepared, good situation awareness, zoned in. Maybe you're just not good at it. Or it's look at the time of day.
Right in the opposite lane.
Time of day, super late, maybe coming home from work, maybe coming home from having some fun with our friends. We're looking over here. We're not paying attention to what's in front of us, and we just kind of made a mistake. The problem is, exactly, Tony, is that if we're going to be making mistakes like this, we got to be wearing gear. So being a smart rider, situational awareness, boom, would have prevented this. Maintaining fundamental skills, if you weren't paying attention last second, you would know how to progressively brake and maybe avoid this. Well, if those things fail, what do you have if you crash? You have, hopefully, gear, acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. Doesn't look like he has personal protective equipment other than a helmet and gloves. Looks like he's got regular shoes. Doesn't have pants on. This is why you need to wear full gear. Okay, just in case. Here we go.
That's not
Riding around.
use roundabout.
So they paused. They stopped. It's okay. Made a whoopsie. The vehicle stopped in the road. Okay, whoopsie doopsie.
That's not how you use
Hey, Anthony, how you doing? You're in the chat.
roundabout.
Anthony, you need to wear some gear. Anthony, you got a passenger and you guys don't have any gear. Anthony, what are you doing? It's a beautiful day. I get it. It's a beautiful day at the beach. All right. Here we go. Dan fast lane. Okay, so side of the vehicle. Watch outside of it. Oh, bad time and area to be doing this.
He was being watched by the cops.
Oh, listen to music on his phone. That's fine. Where are you gonna go? You just gonna hide right there? Nice little spot.
What?
Gotta be a ram mount.
Oh. I'm sorry, officer. I'll quit.
Why is it his lucky day? Why is it his lucky day? He's right there. So here's the thing. I wouldn't be doing this right now, okay? So my biggest concern, I thought this was going to be a path of travel violation, is going to be that side of the vehicle. That means that somebody's going to be coming out like this. We also have a bad line of sight issue right here. So anybody could be doing this too, or they could be doing this. They can come into our lane. Okay, you can't tell right now. Hopefully these people block that situation, but you also have that situation. So that's going to be a huge red flag for me. I'm going to be in orange stage for this. But the problem is we're doing a wheelie already. Okay, we're doing a wheelie. We're not completely two wheels down, right? You need to be able to swerve if you have to or brake if you have to. You can't do that. So you're kind of limiting anything you could possibly do.
This biker was
going a little too fast. Cops are paying attention to him and behind him. He does this. I don't know why it's I don't know why it's his lucky day. Cops still can't get you a ticket. Cops being nice. Very, very lucky.
What? Your lucky day. Oh.
Lucky day. Lucky day. Here we go. So we're riding around. We're going to do a lane change. He's looking. Whoa, really, really quick. Okay, you don't have to do it too crazy. Okay, watch out for this vehicle. Yep. We got into their blind spot. You got to look multiple lanes away. You need to see where you are in time and space with everyone else on the road. So what I was saying is like, hey, don't go too crazy on the turn. It's because when you do really sharp inputs, when you go like really sharp in the inputs, you're jostling suspension. You might possibly get a little bit of traction loss when you do something like that. So it's just gonna be a nice little adaptation. Okay, you're just moving over a little bit. Okay, do a quick head check, blinker, your turn signal, and just do a quick switch. Don't smash it in and do this. Okay, we're not trying to do anything crazy. So he's doing his head checks. Yeah, don't do that. Just make it nice and easy. You don't want to do very sharp inputs. Now right here, we're gonna get up to here, and this vehicle is switching lanes. But if you notice, we're right in that blind spot. A whole lane in between us, but we're still in the blind spot. And we're going to maintain this blind spot the whole way, and that's not good. So we maintain that blind spot the whole way, and then that's why the person wanted to come into our lane, because they didn't see us, and because this vehicle in front is going slow. What do we talk about on this channel all the time? Talk about patterns. Big open lane in front of us. We have the vehicle that is going to be causing the issue. Why are they switching lanes? Because the vehicle in front of them is going slow. So they're going to want to switch lanes. So that's going to be the big thing here. So let's go ahead and go back just a little bit. So these vehicles are going slower than this vehicle wants. This vehicle is going faster than all the other vehicles. That's why we switch lanes also. Now, the big problem here is we have this big open lane, and we're in the blind spot of this vehicle. This vehicle wants to get into the open lane. So when you see this pattern, take a quick look at this. When you see this pattern of a big open lane in front of you and a bunch of vehicles to the other sides that are going slower, and you have one person that wants to get out of that spot, because if that was you, you'd be doing the same thing, they're going to want to come into our lane. And more than likely, they're not going to see us because of all the excuses we give them, unintentional blindness, motion-induced blindness, or we're just invisible. They're going to go in front of us. They're going to do a path of travel violation. And that's what you got to be worried about. Now, it's their fault, but we should be planning our ride, position for safety, locate this hazard, adapt to it, or navigate it. We talk about that in the SMARTRIDER Basic Training eBook. Grab it right now. Links in the description. I hear a baby. Whoa, what are you doing? Whoa, what are we filming for? What was that all about? Are they following? Are they just following Manimal Zoo? Welcome to the crew, baby. Are they just following, and then here's the roundabout, not paying attention, then boom. That was a big oof. Was it? I just don't think they were paying attention. There has to be a reason why we're filming on our phone. I think they all knew each other. Got to be paying attention. Here we go. We're moving on with this one. Ride to Live official. Having some fun, going a little bit fast. Good vision. Road's not very good. Got some animals. Is that what this one's going to be about? Okay. Hey, MotoStar's got a new logo. Did anybody notice that it changed?
Rabbits, man.
MotoStar's your logo. All right. Little rabbit, little cottontail. So with those little dudes, little rabbit, little bunny rabbit, little cottontail. If they run out in front of you, don't kill yourself trying to avoid it. Just run them over if you have to. All right. All right. So we're gonna just do a real quick little lightning round. So orange stage right here. Watch out for the side of the vehicle. Getting close. We just it's a Kia. We just navigated around it. This person had to stop because that vehicle in front. So we shouldn't be hauling ass in there. Okay, so more of this is just be hauling ass. We're going to be hauling ass into here. We're going to be hauled ass right behind this Toyota Yaris. We're going to go ahead and get right on them. Now we're in a good position. We can see, right? Line of sight. Very good. But still too close. Not a good space cushion. Okay, so we're going to go into this next roundabout. That person's coming in. But let's go ahead and haul ass again to get into here so we can be nice and close. We put ourselves kind of there. We didn't really wait. We just cut across. We didn't even do the round part of a roundabout. All right, here we go. And then there's that side of the vehicle pretty far away. It looks pretty neat when there's a little cut, you know, a little slide going across. Good editing on that. Maybe zoomed in a little bit. Slow it down. This is not a real thing. This is a non-issue at that point. You can slow it down. Now this right here, though, see, this is the big problem, is that you've been showing us all these kind of non-issue things to where I can't really trust what you're trying to do and what you're saying here. But when you have this little Mini Cooper coming out and you're going to try to go across, and it's like this really weird intersection, this person's going across, you're going across. This one, yeah, okay. But who's supposed to yield? Who's in the wrong? You kind of see this. You should slow it down, mitigate it by just not being a part of it. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Here we go. Looks like we're playing a video game here. Side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle. Good job. Holy crap, good job. So right here, this is very good. So side of the vehicle, this is he did a great job. This is a smart rider. So side of the vehicle, okay? So that's going to let you know that there's an intersection, possible path to travel violation. You're going to see that with this orange vehicle right here. As soon as you see that, go into orange stage. Orange stage, just so happens the vehicle is orange, but orange stage, you're going to be prepped and ready. So right here, specifically identified an interest, focused threat, perceived a threat, and you're ready to act. That is orange stage. Red stage is going to be what's going to happen right. Oh, can we, are you going to do the, Matt, can you push the right button? Thank you. Appreciate it. So what we're going to be doing is doing a red stage, which is going to be a swerve to the right. So he found an escape path. He's going to swerve right, and he's going to swerve back in. And that right there is a red stage maneuver. He did what he had to do. So planning your ride, position for safety. He's going to locate a hazard. Can't adapt to it because now it's a threat, so we got to navigate that threat. So we're going to swerve, and then we're going to swerve back. Very, very good. What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here with Motorcycle Training Concepts. Today we're going to be doing the U-turn, but we're going to be doing it on a big cruiser. This is the 2022 Indian Chief Dark Horse, and we're going to have a ton of fun. But the thing is, these things, they don't like to turn, and you might have gotten something like this. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's pretty easy, actually. All right, everybody, what we're going to be doing right now is some U-turns. I have a diagram set up. It's up on the screen. All these different things. Anyways, I'm using a parking lot. I'm talking fast because I got the drone in the air and it only has a small battery. But anyways, we're going to be doing some wide arcing U-turns, and we're also going to be doing some narrow ones if we feel confident in our skill level. This is going to build upon that tight turn from a stop we did out of the parking lot in the parking space. So now we're going to just add another turn. So instead of just a 90 degree, it's a full 180. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So what you have is multiple ways of doing this. You can do it from a stop. You could just constantly do these circles. It's up to you. Whatever you feel is most comfortable to you. I'm going to tell you right now, doing it from a stop is a little bit harder because circles, you're already prepped and ready for that turn. So let's just do a couple, just doing it stopped right here. So what I'm going to do is go along here. And remember, look where you want to go. So I'm looking, turn, 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 turn. Look through the exit, turn, 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 turn. And now I exited out. And that is going to be just from a stop, and that's one of the easy ones. I'll show you one of the harder ones that you can do, and that's going to be in between these cones, all right? So instead of utilizing that little running space, we're going to go on the inside, and we're going to do it again right here. Now it's going to be a little bit harder. You got to get that turn. You got to get that handlebar turn to do that one. So if you don't feel comfortable doing that on your big boy cruiser like this, stick to this side until you get comfortable, but always try to improve. Now we could do that with the right hand, but let's just go ahead and jump into it. Like I said, I got the drone going here. We'll do some right hand soon. So now I'm just going to keep doing circles, and this is a lot of fun, but you're really practicing that head turn and constantly moving with that friction zone. So look with your head. Once again, look through with your head, and you're doing like these big circles. So straighten it up a little bit, now turn. See how it's just really simple and really easy? And that's kind of the point. I want you to get used to having to turn while moving. Now let's just go ahead and turn around so I can show you the right hand. So So now we're going to get into here where it's the right-hand side now. So now I'm going to look to the right, do nice wide arcing turns. It's almost straightening it up. Doing it again. Turn. Straightening it up. Now turn. Straighten it up. Now turn. So we're going to keep doing that over and over again. It's like, oh man, this is too easy. Why am I keep doing this? Okay, let's make it a little bit harder. But here's the thing, if you're having a tough time, what do we do then, right? Because this is the easiest we can really do. So here's the thing, if you feel like you're going to fall over, try a little bit of that rear brake and you're going to see yourself start to stabilize a little bit. If you start bogging down, try the rear brake. If you start bogging down, maybe pulling that clutch lever a little bit so you're still in that friction zone, but give it a little bit of throttle. You're not going to get more power to the rear wheel, because remember, that's what the clutch lever does. It starts to remove power. So if you feel like you need to remove a little bit, but still give a little bit of this, and that's going to help stabilize some of these things. Your RPMs are going to go a little bit higher. Let's say you're going a little bit wide. It's because you're not doing enough counterbalancing, not enough looking, and not enough turning of those handlebars. Need to start seeing all these different things as systems and different things as skills. And if one thing is starting to fail, work on that one skill. It's not your U-turn. It might be your head turn. It might be your handlebar turn. It might be your counterbalancing. So start thinking of it that way so you can start getting better and better and better, and only fix that one thing that could be the problem. So let's go ahead and do some tighter turns here. So I'm going to go through the middle part now. Now you notice I'm going kind of slow. I'm going to turn those handlebars. Oh no, my foot wanted to go down. What do I do? Well, let's go ahead and give it a little bit more counterbalance. Oh, that fixed it. Okay, what about if I don't look? Oh, I went wide. Well, how do I fix that? Well, I'm going to look really hard. I'm going to look where I need to go. Let's try a little bit of that rear brake so we can stand it up a little bit more, give it a little bit of throttle, a little bit of the friction zone. Oh, I needed to give it a little bit what? Counterbalance. So you're constantly, look at more counterbalance. You're constantly trying to figure out what it is that you can do. Now, once you get to a point where you're really good at these U-turns and really good at all that stuff and, you know, the head turn, counterweighting, you can really get it down. See a little bit of the throttle? I can't put my foot on the peg because it's going to scrape the ground. What I'm trying to get at is with practice, you can get better and better and better. But I want you to start thinking about it not just as, I can't do the U-turn. No, it's, I can't do the U-turn because I go too wide. I can't do the U-turn because I keep putting my foot down. I feel like I'm going to fall inside. Well, if you feel like you're going to fall inside, once again, a little bit more counterbalance. If you're going too wide, maybe a little bit more head turn and counterbalance. So start thinking of it as separate things. So here's all the separate things. It's going to be on the screen right now. You need to work on your friction zone and your throttle control. You need to work on your head turn. You need to work on counterbalancing. And then you need to work on that commitment. Okay, so that commitment of, I made it through the first half, I got to commit to the second half. And that is that constant looking to the right or constant looking to the left. Put that chin on your shoulder. Focus. You'll do better and better and better. If you feel like this parking lot is too small, get a bigger one. If you feel like you're still having trouble and you need somebody to help you out in person, honestly, take a class. You'll learn a lot there. Remember, this is just YouTube and videos. If you like today's video, make sure you click this video right here to keep watching more. But if you want to become a smart rider, click this and grab this Smart Rider Basic Training ebook. It's going to help you become a smart rider by planning your ride, rescuing other riders, knowing what patterns to look for, and so much more. Make sure you grab it. Link will be in the description also. I'll be seeing you around.